Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another pep talk. Oh my god, I'm not wearing my rings. I always wear 4 rings. I don't know why, it's like a thing that I've always been doing. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say a massive thank you to Dossier for sponsoring today's video and so many of my videos. And I also want to say to you guys, thank you so much for 106,000 now subscribers. I can't believe that. It's so crazy. Like, this has always been my dream, so I'm so happy. We have so much to come this year. If you don't know about Dossier, they are a perfume company and I'm obsessed with all of their stuff. So this is my favorite perfume. It's called Ambre Saffron. What I love so much about Dossier is you're getting an amazing scent at a really good price point, and also when you order something from Dossier, you'll get a little sample in the box and you can try the perfume out and then send it back if you don't like it, which I don't know why you wouldn't like it because I'm obsessed. But you know, everybody has different preferences, and if you don't really like something, then you can always send it back and get a new one or get a refund, which is amazing. And so exciting, they recently just came out with candles. I'm obsessed. This is what the packaging looks like. This is the perfect gift for Valentine's. And if you don't have a Valentine, be your own Valentine and buy it for yourself, which is really on brand with today's video. Stop dating losers.
I love it. Can
That's
I smell
so cute.
it?
Yeah. We have Kelty here in the back. She's just chilling.
That's really nice.
It's so nice.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like
Love
we're
that.
really sponsored, but we're actually enjoying this. All of the information will be linked in my description, and you can go ahead and shop my favorite perfume, which is Ambre Saffron, but I don't want it to go out of stock, so maybe don't. No, but do it. Do it. And you'll smell amazing. You'll smell like me. And we're gonna stop dating losers this year. That's what we're doing. Okay, let's get into the video. Okay, so you guys already know the drill. I'm here to give you some advice. I feel like a lot of you out there are probably dating or talking to losers. I feel like I'm really harsh with my advice, but that's why you guys love me. And if you don't like my harsh advice, then you can go find someone else. You might as well go buy yourself a pack of marshmallows and just sit with those because they're soft and nice, and it's just not me. You gotta stop dating, entertaining, talking to, being in a situationship with losers. Listen, we all get played. I've been played, and girl, look at, I'm a bad bitch and I've been played before. You gotta get played a few times to then understand like how you're gonna move forward and treat yourself and what you're gonna look out for with people. So don't feel so bad about it. It's more like, let's learn from it and get better. It's time for you to stop romanticizing somebody, okay? Because you're falling for illusions if you're doing this. The idea of being with somebody can be so much better than actually being with them. A lot of people ask me all the time, like, Luma, how do I get over somebody that I never actually dated? Like, I feel embarrassed that I'm so sad over it. But you know what? I'll actually tell you something. It can be equally as sad getting over somebody that you didn't actually date versus somebody that you did date. Because if you're trying to get over somebody that you didn't date, your mind is playing these tricks on you, you're going through all these illusions. It's like, oh my god, we could have been so good. If they were supposed to be your person, I'm telling you, you would be together right now. Being with somebody should be easy, it should be effortless, it should feel good. So if you're talking to someone that's making you stressed, they make you feel like shit, you're not with the right person, you're doing things for the wrong reason. I feel like when you're talking to somebody that is doing the absolute bare minimum, you tend to make excuses for them. Like, this is just a fact. I'm triggering you? Because it's facts. If you're being triggered, then this is gonna be a good video. That's embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself. You should never feel like you're chasing something and something is like about to leave and it's too good, and you should never feel like that, because for the right person, it's effortless. It should just feel really easy and good. And so if you're doing all this, you're doing too much, you're chasing, you're feeling bad, you feel sad, you're shedding a tear here and there, you're not with the right person. The thing that was most shocking for me when I got into my recent relationship was it just felt so easy. I feel like everything in the past has felt so forced and I'm chasing, or it's just like I don't really like this person, they don't really tick all the boxes, but they're nice to me. But it's like, that's not good enough, them just being nice to you. With the right person, you will never ever second guess, I promise you. And this is something that I didn't understand until I got into a relationship with somebody that I feel like now is 100% the most perfect person for me. But I didn't know that I had it in me to feel like that. I felt like everyone I was talking to, there was a problem with them. Well, clearly, because they weren't the right person. I would always think to myself, what if I just keep finding problems in the next person? Like, what if that's just me? Maybe I'm just gonna keep picking apart every guy that I'm with, and so I should deal with this one. That is the wrong mentality. So if you're with somebody right now that doesn't feel like they're the right person for whatever reason, trust that, believe that, and be strong and walk the fuck away from it because you're young and you're hot. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. This is something I wrote down the other day that I'm obsessed with and I love. It takes a loser to date a loser. At some point, we have to stop this movement of like, we hate men and like men are so shit. Like, I'm really sick and tired of hearing that. It was funny for a second and now I scroll on my TikTok and it's girls complaining about men and making men the bad guy. You're a loser if you're dating a loser. Just simple as that. There are so many guys that are like pieces of shit and they're gonna treat you bad, but you just have to be strong and get better at sifting through them and better at reading the signs and just trusting your gut when a guy is clearly showing you that he's not worthy of your attention. And I just feel like so many girls are blaming men, but it's like, when are you gonna blame yourself? When are you gonna be accountable for your own issues? I used to give so many guys chances that clearly were not worth my time. And then I would make excuses and be like, no, it's them. It's me. It was my fault because I was just clowning myself. So 2023 is about taking accountability and just understanding that you're a bad bitch. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need them and you don't need it. If it was Adam and Eve and it's just you and this one person and you have to produce babies together to like, you know, save the human race, maybe I'd tell you, you can give this guy a chance. That's not the case. So you have no excuse. I'm gonna read something that I wrote down. So I'm gonna look to the left here, but I wrote down a woman who constantly goes for people that are like always going out like drunks, you know, low lives, maybe toxic guys, or otherwise unworthy men in general. Those type of women are often caught in the grip of an unacknowledged struggle within themselves. Those type of women that go for guys that are unworthy and toxic do usually have inner work to do because it means that you do have like some unacknowledged struggle within yourself and you actually have to sit there at some point and realize, why am I going for these guys? Why do these guys get a chance with me? What's my issue? You know what I've done in the past, and I'm just gonna put myself out here. I have talked to guys in the past simply because I couldn't be alone and didn't want to be lonely. It makes sense. No one wants to feel lonely. It's nice to be loved and it's nice to have people want you and value you. But when you are messing around with the wrong people, even though you say your roster is open, you are kind of like busy and you're kind of blocking your blessings, like future blessings. So there could be somebody out there that's amazing that wants to give you everything that you deserve and the time of the day, but you don't have the time to give them because you're busy messing around with these clowns that you never want to date anyway. That period of having a few months of being single and being alone is really worth it because in that time you are learning that you can be by yourself. Fuck a man. Hello, it's 2023. You don't need a man. Some women, I'm just reading notes, that's why I'm looking here. Some women do something called repetition compulsion, where she tries to recreate the dynamics of her past in order to finally gain mastery over them. In the past, you might have had certain situations that weren't good for you, but they feel good because you're used to them. And so you're gonna keep going for guys that do the same thing. And that is unhealthy. At the end of the day, all those TikToks that you see of people getting flowers bought for them, being passenger princesses, and the whole princess treatment movement and all that shit, that's there for a reason. It's there because women are achieving that, and that doesn't mean that you can't. What is it in your brain that's telling you that you don't deserve a guy that's gonna do all that for you? I don't understand it and I don't wanna hear it. I'm just here to tell you that all this funk you have, telling yourself like, oh, you know, this is good enough, like this guy is good enough, like he sees me like twice a week and he calls me at night and whatever. Like, no, it's not good enough. And if you feel like it's not good enough, then it's not good enough. Just the same way that in high school, I had this feeling of I don't want to go to university. I want to be a YouTuber. I know it sounds crazy. I want to have 100,000 subscribers. That's just the life that I want. The same way that I felt in my soul what was around me wasn't good enough for me, it was true. And when you start following that, even though it's scary to follow what your soul is telling you need, but when you start to follow it, it's just only gonna come into your life. That's just the law of attraction. It's the way of the universe. Same thing applies with men. If you feel like you're talking to someone that isn't doing what you need them to do, they're not making you happy, then you need to listen to that and you need to let them go. Because if you don't let them go, you're blocking future blessings by messing with them. And that's pretty much it, you guys. That was a really short kind of like pep talk, probably one of my shorter ones on my channel, but I want to keep uploading more and I'm going to be uploading once a week every single Thursday. Even if it's a short pep talk like this or a longer one, I just want to put out some content. So if you guys want me to talk about anything, let me know in the comments and I will talk about whatever. But yeah, I hope that this video was helpful. I hope I didn't cut your throat too much, but just enough that you realize that you need to stop dating losers, because there are so many things you could do with this year. 2023 could be an incredible year of growth, of success, of money, of everything for you. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video.